This is Blues with Saturn Blues Gaming here. Hopefully, I'm coming in loud and clear. Like I said, I have like I said in the previous video, I have a new microphone, and hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm nice and crisp. But welcome back to Scarlethollow, and this is the last episode of Scarlethollow until episode 5 comes out. So, note the decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of the visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. So, yes, we're going to see a recap just so you guys know what's been going on. So now let's get a recap of episode 3. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Blues, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Blues, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Blues, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me what you saw happen to my daddy. And with that, breakfast is served. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Street smart. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. The poor bastard. Mystical. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Blues. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls, and paint sneering out of the creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week, while Blues is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, well, just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting any better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Good Lord, this recap! Okay, let me just skip to it. The whole gang's here. Yeah, let's just... The recap is so damn long. The recap is so damn long for no reason. I thought it's like the whole episode at this point. It's too much. So, long story short. Oh no, am I peeking? I think I'm peeking. Hold on. I think I'm peeking. There we go. So, long story short, a lot of shit happened. And, yep. A lot of shit happened. And, oh shit, that startled me. So you guys probably know it's been so silent that any bit of noise like that. Ah, my back. Ah. Ugh. It's so disgusting when there's no like music or anything. So essentially, long story short, ghost shit happened. I sacrificed a good chunk of my life, and voila. The longest. Oh yeah, and my love interest Stella is kind of out of it. Yep, there we go. Yep. There we go. Yeah, we put him to rest. We put Charles Shaw to rest. Let's wake up. And there's the recap. And as you guys can see, this is the end result of my sacrifice. You open your eyes. It's a new day. And you feel like shit. Oh, ain't that the truth? I do. Like I said, like to kind of date the episode, we're sitting at Monday right now. Like, and I'm in so much pain. My back, my achy breaky back. It hurts so bad. Oh yeah, mystical. In the bright morning light, you're finally able to take stock of how much the spirit took from you. You feel dulled, your bones creaky, your soul weighed down with the exhaustion of age. Yeah, life goes on. What happened yesterday happened, and today's another day. Yes, life goes on, but for how much longer will your life go on? An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. Your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing a little better. Also want to ask, have you heard from Stella? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. I'm sure she's fine. I don't know. I don't love the thought of her out there on her own with all the weird shit that's been happening in town. I know we haven't exactly gotten along, but we should meet up in town and look for her together. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Okay. So, the passive age. So, as you can see from my skin, I'm from the darker, I have a little bit of melanin in my soul. Melanin in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes. Sorry. It just happens. Cody Rhodes' theme just pops into my head. So I like to imagine. I think I said this in an earlier episode, but I had canon Blues to be like 20 years old. So I'm kind of head canoning now that she aged about like 30 years. And yes, I said she because I put her as a girl here. Because I feel like if I always like, unless like Mass Effect, they lock romances out to like certain genders. You know, I'm always gonna go as female. Not only because I fucking like a lot of like the female VAs, like, you know, bearing a few male VAs that I think are good. I feel like female VAs are a lot better. And plus, you know, I'm all about the sapphic romance. Does that say something about me? I don't know if that says something about me. We're just gonna ignore that. But let's check the closet here. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like, I'm not enjoying that. Might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, the shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, anything about street smart? No, I think this is it. Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume you. I'm done here. Let's get on out! And then head downstairs. Yeah, let's face our cousin, who I hope is a little bit nicer to us. Hey, Tabs. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They weren't bluffing after all. They're actually striking. And this week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. I had time to make some arrangements last night, so at least the mine can keep running on a skeletal crew while I sort this out. Thanks for telling me. Street smart. There's an almost cool confidence in the way your cousin talks about the strike. Mystical. Does it even matter how the strike plays out? Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting the heart of Scarlethollow. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to fully uncover. And we only got a week. Mystical, we're in for the long haul here. No, because this is not. So, in my next run, because that's right. So, Scarlethollow got a massive update a few weeks ago that changes episode 1 and 2, and I may do a live stream, but with that one being me and Kanika doing the romance instead of me and Stella. So, you know, look out for that. Oh, so let's talk about. So I'm not gonna do anything with Stella because that'll be my mission for my live stream, to pair those two together. But let's talk about last night. So ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? You're Scarlet. You're probably going to die young anyways, and I still have a mind to run. Let's see. I think this one, because I've been playing as a hero. It feels good, doesn't it? Getting rid of something our family left behind like that? I can't believe you're saying that. Have you looked in the mirror? Okay. Um, let's talk about this strike. Yes, the strike is just a symptom of the rot in this place, Tabitha. If you don't treat the underlying disease, it won't even matter who wins. Don't worry yourself about this little rabble. They won't last long. Trust me. Street smart. Yeah. Uh, you want me to infiltrate the strike? Even if they didn't already know you're my cousin, that seems like a great way to throw gasoline on a fire. This is my problem to fix. Your only job is to stay safe until the funeral's over. You seem confident about the strike. What have you got planned, Tabs? I've got a lot of things planned. I've already secured enough manpower to keep the mine's basic operations in order. From there, it's a matter of squeezing the workers until they break. Most of them will be back to work by the end of the week, I promise. Usually I'm pro-union, but... Come on, your mom just died. Can they not? Right? Let me at least get her in the ground first. But that's fine. I'm going to sort this out. I just need to keep things together long enough for the mine to go back on its feet. Then everyone will be happy. We can all go back to normal. Let's see. You shouldn't have needed me to warn you about a strike, Tabs. I've only been in town for what, 3 days? And it's obvious that's where this was heading. We're in the end, are we? I already thanked you, didn't I? It wasn't really a question of if, more of a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect them to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait until Pearl Island was in the ground. Do you even know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. Yeah, she's bringing in scabs, okay? I'm not going to ask her about Kanika or anything like that. So, I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. Let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Yo, let's get that PB&J on. If Stella's MIA, who knows when we'll get the chance to eat, and who knows just how much your new affliction will affect your appetite. Make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. To the hollow we go. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. Okay. I'm gonna step up on my stool here. Just give me a second here. Just gonna step up on my stool. Here I am on my stool. And quite frankly, I'm gonna call it Scarlethollow. It's a really good game. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's really good. Like, literally beaten out by Slay the Princess. Like, if I'm stacking it up against other Black Cat games, or if I'm not, I feel like it's just below 1000 times Resist. Hecky almost sisters, hair to hair, red to blue. But the last time an update for this came out was like years ago. And even though we just got a massive like update to chapters 1 and 2, can we please move it along, Black Tabby Games? I am begging on my non-existent legs. Please, hurry up with episode 5. Binging this has been so much fun, and I feel like I'm suffering. I'm fucking suffering. Episode 5, please. Matter of fact, episode 6. Both this year. So that way I can just play through it all. You know? Okay. I'm just gonna get off my my high horse and whoop. All right, let's continue. Sorry, I just wanted to get that quick begging session out of the way. The bird sounds different today, muffled like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. But you're adjusting already. Your body is starting to accept the change that has come over it, to accept that this is how things will be from here on out. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. Hey, yo! Hey, I was just coming up to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that's happened last night. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in. Holy shit, I like blinked out so hard. I blinked out so hard reading this. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me get a redo. The light of the day revealing your new features clearly for the first time. You doing okay? The spirit's taken a piece of me, but that's all. It's gone, but I'm still here. Very badass. What doesn't kill you make you stronger? You don't have to put on a front, Ave. Last night was a lot. I get it. I appreciate the concern, but I'm alright. You're talking to the expert at vibing. You do vibe, Avery. I know most folks would probably be freaking out or having some kind of existential crisis, but I know that's not how I deal with the heavy stuff. Surprisingly enough, Avery's mostly telling the truth. They're fine. I mean, I'm not 100% chill today, I'll admit it. I feel kind of bruised, both physically and spiritually, if that makes sense. Well, that's just a part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed, and I'm glad my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. The supernatural angle takes the edge off a little bit. Nope, can't flirt. Oh, as much as I want to. There's ditchlings everywhere now. Even in the daytime. Yep, like right there. Creeped me the fuck out. Avery turns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them, with their scrunched up little Sharpay faces. So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but, like, are they dangerous? They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? You need only fear what they foretell. Oh, okay, cool and ominous. As long as being eaten alive isn't on the table. Unless they're foretelling a zombie invasion or something with werewolves, in which case I guess I'm stuck with being eaten alive. Something tells me with the ditchlings, the ghosts, you know, and visibly aging 10 years, that a zombie invasion or werewolves, I'm pretty sure werewolves are going to be next on my list. Like, it has to be. There's no reason. Okay, let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. You and Avery start back down the path to town. Hey yo, there's my home girl. Hey yo, Kanika. Hey future sweetie. I'm fully in town with Kanika. She is bad. Bad in a good way. You know, because I know words can change generations, you know. Luz, you made it. And you picked up Avery along the way. Hope you're both doing okay, like, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not too bad. That's good. I feel I got a crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints are all out of whack. Totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom has been insisting I caught a cold and I wasn't buying it. But as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from looking for Stella. Wait, Stella's missing. Why am I not surprised Blues didn't already tell you? Neither of us have been able to get a hold of her since last night. Oh, shit. I hope she's okay. I was kind of surprised you reached out to me after all the issues between you and Tabby. You sacrificed years of your life to exercise a ghost for people you hadn't met until what, 2 days ago? That kind of outweighs whatever ongoing feud I have with your cousin. And I'm not going out there alone, because the last thing I want is to go missing while looking for someone who went missing. Do everything in groups from now on. People shouldn't be judged by their family anyways. Whatever people may think of your cousin, it has nothing to do with you. I think she's okay. I'm worried about her, but she's probably okay, just dealing with complicated emotions. That's probably true, but even if she hasn't been attracted by ghouls and woods, I'd still rather know what she is. Plus, it's probably better for her to be able to talk about her troubles with friends, especially friends who get it. I'm sure isolating is just gonna make her feel worse. Oh wait, I think that was Avery. Oh no! Okay, let's get started. I don't want to waste another minute. Where to first? I'm supposed to get tea with your mom today. Maybe she'll have some ideas? My mom wanted to talk to you? She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something. We can humor her. Let's do it. It's rough. It's rough being like in between two attractive people when I'm not particularly attractive. Like, don't let the hair and the eyes fool you. I am not that attractive. No. I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. I've had okay, real talk. I'm pretty handsome. I would like to think that the age-old myth of the VTubers model, or VRoider in my case, matches the VTuber's actual face. I like to think that, not the hair. I just added the hair because I think I look fabulous with it. The bells of the general store chime in welcomingly as the three of you enter. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, you two. I hope you both recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing and Stella can take care of herself, unlike you. You need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go around spreading that cold of yours. Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you kind of has some kind of important thing to talk to Blues about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you wanted to say to her. I'll just be doing tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. Bye, Blues. Kanika heads upstairs without saying another word. Wait a minute. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seems so tired today, and you'll probably be able to find Stella without her. Wait, that isn't right, is it? Yeah, that's what I just had. Yeah, something's not right. She's not, No, Kanika wouldn't usually bow down like that. That's actually crazy. I'm so sorry to be a bad host, Avery, but I was hoping Blues and I could do our reading in private. I'm sure Winnie needs help at the diner. You're right. I've totally left on our own today. Fine by me. I wouldn't want to mess with your tea vibes. I'm sure those leaves are very particular. Oh, before I go, I did want to ask. Are you a witch? No, he does not. Like, Avery never beats around the bush. The bush. The beach. The bush. I'm fucking up all my words today. Holy shit. As flattered as I am, that I think that you think I'm that magical. Just an old lady who likes tea, has a few unusual hobbies. Look, I'm just saying, doing stuff like tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't push it. Though, just so you know, if you are a witch, you can totally tell us. We'd be cool about it. I'll leave y'all to your not supernatural private tea leaf reading. We'll catch up tomorrow, Blues. They make their way out of the general store, disappearing down the street in the direction of the diner. Shall we? Sybil motions towards the tea room. Something's not right. Yeah, something's not vibing with me with this whole situation. Please, have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant in the corner. Corner? Holy shit, I'm failing at reeling today. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help to give me a full picture. I'll sip the tea. Yeah, something's not right. Something is not... and I see that. I don't like it. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. I adore tea, by the way. I adore tea so fucking much. Country peach tea is my favorite type of tea. Like, I love that shit. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal. You find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. It's soothing beyond what you would expect out of ordinary tea. There must be something magical at work in this blend. The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did. Though I might have been exaggerating, a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Pearline was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say that she was not a very kind woman. Yeah, she wasn't. I had to take years of my life to fix her fuck up. She was not kind. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace, considerably more hatred for her fellow man. Your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Okay. Why were Pearline and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into the world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much that I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family. What about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something just as forgettable. What Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. What with skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she had been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course. She was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. By the way, Vivian was that night she came to me. It struck my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Tea is quite delightful. Oh, shoot. Oh, good. You found the tea palatable enough to drink. She is some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of the cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure, but we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's not a central figure here. A cat, an enemy, lurking in plain sight. I'd like to see. I'm sure it wouldn't make much sense to most people. It'll probably just look like a confusing mess of old leaves. Feel free to take a look. You take the cup, staring down into it. It's just leaves. There's no pattern. Nothing swimming together in the dregs of your tea to give you any warnings or premonitions. After a long moment, Sybil takes the cup back from you. Hope that settled your curiosity. Don't worry if you couldn't make sense of it. It takes years to learn that sort of thing, even some with your propensities. She winks conspiratorially. Yeah, you've been giving me some off things, so I don't know you're not the cat. It's ridiculous. Sybil is helping you. If she was the cat, why would she warn you about herself? Pick someone else. That isn't you, though, is it? Ignore it. Speak your mind. I don't know you're not the cat. I suppose you don't. Though I think the cat won't exactly warn you about itself. Still, you can't rule anyone out, even the old woman with the tea obsession. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on your guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way. It's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Thus we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Is there anything else you've seen the past few days that come to mind? There is. The thought of those stones has pulled at the back of your consciousness since you encountered them on the mines on Tuesday. There are those stones, or maybe carvings, or seals. They have some sort of old demonic imagery carved in them. There was one in the mines and one in the house last night, and they keep giving me visions of my past and my family's history. Stones. Yeah, stones. I think you're onto something. The Scarlets built this town. Anything that can give you insight into your family's history sounds exactly the sort of thing you should be pursuing right now. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Your thoughts drift to the door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you. compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is you're finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. You didn't get all this from the tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the tea leaves. Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. My family has lived in these hills for a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets, I know. Vivian was scared for you, but your place in all this is something we have to figure out together. And that's where the little tricks like tea leaves come in. But we shouldn't digress. Do you know where you might find the next one's stone? I'm not trusting this. I know it's probably not a comfortable proposition, considering what's happened around them the past couple of nights, but anything that has happened around those stones might be worth it if it means you're being able to get ahead of your adversary and whatever threatens this town. I think that's all the help I can offer. Hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it's just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. You helped last night. Why don't you come with me? I may have been able to see through the spirit's illusions, but I'm not some kind of all-powerful entity. I'm an older woman, and I have trouble with my knees, and my eyesight isn't as what it used to be. In most situations, I'd be more of a liability than a helpful companion. Imagine if I'd have been in those mines with you. Some use I'd be. Struggling to climb over rocks and ladders, throwing my back out from all the crouching. Yeah, speaking of backs. Ugh. Thank you for human old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, do be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closes the door to the tea room. Its bells of its doors strangely flat in the stale air in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. I am losing it. Okay. I'm gonna go check on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. I'm gonna knock. I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a while. Can I come in? Oh, hey. Sorry, Blues, but Mom was right. I'm exhausted. I probably shouldn't push it all. Wind up worse off tomorrow. Looks like you're on your own. All right. Well, let's go to the clinic. Yeah, I think Avery's right is like right on the dollar here. I do think that she's a witch. I do think that she's a witch. But here we are, outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic. Its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. Let's do this the smart way. Let's go to Dr. Kelly. I mean, we did like kind of age like 10 years into our as a 30-year-old. Oh, interesting. We just came in. You can feel the sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it is that wanted you to find it. You're here now, and it knows you're here, and you know exactly what it is. Another stone carving, eager to show his secrets. But before I can drag you too far into the clinic, Dr. Kelly puts aside her paperwork and makes her way down the hall. Hello, can I help you? What the hell happened to you? You look like you're middle-aged. You didn't look middle-aged last night. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I think I need to see a doctor. Sure, looks like you do. It's good you came. The exam room is to your right. The doctor directs you down the hallway, and you follow her into the clinic's exam room. I'm just gonna start with some general diagnostics, but I'd also like to do some blood work today, if you're amenable to that. She presses the cold metal of her stethoscope to your chest. Give it to me straight, Doc. How much longer do I have left? Shh. No doctor can know something like that for sure. I'll know more when I get the blood work back, but I really won't be able to give you any solid numbers. Wish I'd been able to do any diagnosis before whatever happened, so I would have something to compare this to. Is the heart murmur new? No doctor has ever said you had a heart murmur. Before you can answer, she attaches a blood pressure cuff to your arm, inflating it with a few pumps of the bulb. The ends of your fingers tingle numbly as the cuff constricts. I'm gonna remain silent. The pressure on your arm finally releases. Blood rushes back into your fingertips. Your blood pressure is definitely higher than I would expect for some of your age. It's not in what I would call a safe range, but it can be managed. Let me know if you feel any pain. The doctor leans over you, using her forefingers to prod your abdomen. She steadies you with a gentle hand on your shoulder. How's my abs looking? Not bad, right? Oh, I can actually flirt with her? I can't say I noticed. I'm not just palpitating you for fun. This is my job and I take it seriously. I'll let you check on your lungs. Can you breathe into this for me? Make sure you keep a tight seal on it. Oh, I'll keep a tight seal on it, alright. You place the mouthpiece against your lips. Now blow out hard and keep going until you're out of air, okay? You do your best. You can tell it's a pitiful attempt. Okay, yeah, that's what I expect given everything else. Again, I don't have data from before, but judging by your age and what I'm able to tell from a quick once-over, it's looking like you're the equivalent of 15, 20 years older, and not a good 15 or 20 years. Woof. Okay, so I'll say 15 years old, so I'm 35 now. Well, let's see what your blood work has to say about that. She goes to her drawer and retrieves a needle. I'm accepting my fate. You barely feel it, I promise. Ah! I do feel it. Ah, shit! But that doesn't last long. The needle slides back out quickly, and she puts cotton ball on the tiny hole in your skin, pasting a band-aid over the top to seal it in your vital juices. There, see? That's all we have to do. Not bad at all. Alright, that's all we can do for now. I'll make sure to notify you when I get the results, and I'll send them to your GP. You do have a regular doctor back home, right? To my horror, I do. Good. They're in for a shock when you get back home, that's for sure. You're free to go. You know how to find the door. She starts busying herself with cleaning up her equipment. She'll be distracted for at least a few minutes. Good, your appointment is done and you're free to explore as you please. Rather, you're free to explore as you please. You've been caught by the pull of the object, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this dude's a vampire. I'm in the morgue. He's a vampire. Blues? He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person you met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? Vampire! I'm not. Please don't stake me. I just sometimes find it easier to sleep down here. Don't ask me why, that's just how it is. Does the words seem distant to you? The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping towards trance and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. You touch the wall. It feels just disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel her reach his hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment the thing on the other side of the blank wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Use your words. Don't let this fever consume you. Be present in the moment. You inhale deeply and take in your surroundings. You can't help but notice that one of the body storage drawers is labeled Pearl and Scarlet. I'm looking at my aunt's body. Sorry, Reese. You step forward and pull out the drawer. So, this is your Earth Perlan, cold Baroness of the Scarlet Mines and local she-devil that it seemed no one, not even her own daughter, was able to mourn. This is not the first corpse you've seen, but it feels the same as any other. She's an empty body now. The warmth and energy of a life now dissipated, the same as your mother was, and the same that you'll be one day. Cold air rises from her bluish skin, her vacant, flimsy eyes staring up at nothing. You try to imagine what she may have looked like alive and breathing, slinging subtle insults at the townfolk, but it's hard to picture any expression on her face so stiff and cold with death. Making sure she didn't walk off. It's so weird that I'm meeting her like this. Probably means you're better memories of her than anybody else in town, and what I've heard about her was true. I've only met her a couple of times. She never said anything, but she didn't have to. Her look was enough. Like I was a cockroach that had just scurried onto her shoe. Having seen what there was to see, you slide the drawer back in and close it. Why wall? Me see thing, but wall stand in way. Reese glances back at the wall. Are you trying to get something behind the wall? It kind of has a bad vibe, doesn't it? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Yes, please. Axe now. Yes, I will destroy the wall. Whoa, you are seriously desperate about the wall. Let me get quick. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down the walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I could probably try to keep some juice down. Looks like you were all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. It'd be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take too long. Don't do anything strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. Yata! It worked. The theatric grasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious. Wherever it's through, I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the decks catches your eye, some sort of records with your family's name on them. You scoop up the folder, tucking the documents in for later perusal. Reese watches you with curiosity. Stealing medical documents? Yeah, cool, no judgment. You've got the mystery to solve. I'm not gonna stand in your way. Now let's check the medical supply room next. I can't imagine a room full of chemicals being a place I might want to keep an axe. Better be careful, stealing stuff in there though. That might really get you in trouble. Turn around, leave the office. It's time to move on. Come on, let's keep looking. There it is. Looks like it needs a key though. We'd better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had a chance to use it. Must be a key in here somewhere. He stops listening as if he stops as if listening to something you can't hear. Shh, she's back already. As on cue, you hear the front door to the clinic open and close, the creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down the hall. She's heading this way. Quick, we gotta hide. We're not supposed to be in here. He opens the door and hurriedly motions you inside. You slip past him, scrunching into a small space as best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna let him in. We're gonna let him in. Alright. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way down the hallway. You better wait a second just in case. You press yourself against the boxes in the back of the closet, trying to avoid being seen through the small slit in the door. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed into the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps would soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. His head swivels suddenly. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear, let's go. The two of you spill out the closet. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out the drawers, scanning them for keys. I'll let him handle it. Alright, so while he's roughing out, what's that on the counter? Ooh, he got the keys! And he's victorious. There we go. They're even color-coded. She made this too easy. Reese pauses to take a look at the plant on the table. It was weird of her to drop that off, right? Why would she want some alien-looking fruit in the supply room? She's not a pharmacist. She's not supposed to make her own medicine. This room is for storing stuff to orders from an actual pharmacist, and I doubt it's decorative. Who cares? We got bigger fish to fry. Yeah. 1 o'clock. Don't want to get caught in here, so. He shoves a berry from the weird plant into his pocket. I'll meet you down there. I gotta come up with something to cover for the noise. He hands you the axe, and you make your way back down the hallway towards the morgue. You follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters from down above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you the rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. Alright? The door's closed, and Reese is coming back downstairs. Hey. I should warn you, something spooky might happen when we break down that wall. Reese smiles. Good. Feels like I've been missing out lately. Stop asking questions. It's time for you to see what's on the other side of that wall. Let's do this. Have at it. On rearound the music. Alright, the music goes in the background. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, coal seeping from the forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward, and you climb into the hole. This hole was made for me! This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital ring, rotting away for decades by some flimsy drywall. Don't care, wall. Don't care, wall. You step forward into the unknown. You don't bother to retrieve the axe. The final wall concealing the carving is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Enoch, I thought you weren't gonna come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research and I found an alternative. You won't have to worry about anything from here on out. I promise. I went to talk to the bitch. Oh, bitch? That's nonsense. It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. That's right. Doctor, at this point, I think it's safe to say his body was never recovered. Whoever it was who claimed to be Theodore, it wasn't him. Wasn't even paralyzed, as it turns out. Just some grifter trying to take advantage of the tragedy. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. But you're okay. Anything mystical? No. I still have those documents I swiped, right? Yeah, you should still have them on you. Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents about your family. Pearl-Ann's go first. Cause of death, sleep apnea. Discovered by her daughter. Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Edward Dean's death certificate. Born April 9th, 1913. Died February 12th, 2003. Wow! 89 years. Heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearl-Ann Scarlet. Pretty normal. Was made to 90. Died of normal old person illness. Alright, Enoch's. Born 1987, September 9th. Died August 10th, 1957. Age 69. Fall from cliff. This one has a coroner report attached. Organ sustained impact from injuries, laceration to the neck, and body consistent with fall from a great height. What other certificates? Let's see. Theodore Scarlet. Okay. Born May 24th, 1890. Died 1918, age 28. Cause of death, crush and mind collapse. Body not recovered. Signed by his brother, Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet. Born 1914. Died June 7th. Ooh, June 7th? 1944. Louis Scarlet. Born 1920. Died 1944. June 6th. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. There must have been Edwina's brothers. Certificate of fetal death. Infant boy. Andrew Charles Scarlet. Delivered April 3rd, 1945, stillbirth. Mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present, home burial. There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing there. Alexandria Scarlet, born December 12th, 1957, died August 20th, 1957. Age 9, missing, presumed dead, signed by mother Edwardine Scarlet. Alexandria, the owner of the doll, so she went missing. Maribel Scarlet, born September 3rd, 1946, died October 30th, 1963. Age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Okay, so this is our grandmother. Okay, I should probably get going. Stella's still missing and the stone here finally stopped yelling at me. That might be a little tricky. The doc is on a warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine and she's not happy about it. But after I looked this up, there was no way I was gonna take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've been thinking about what you said at dinner last night. I don't see any other possibility. It's only been a day since I've stopped taking my pills and I feel great. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. Okay. I don't get why your mom would poison you though. I mean, I know we stirred the pot, you know, about the death, but yeah, I don't understand why. I don't know. But the internet says this castor bean is used to make ricin, a super deadly poison that causes some of my exact symptoms and death usually. The thing is, I can't figure out whether she's been trying to kill me slowly or she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Oh, like Munchausen syndrome. Either way, I don't think I ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. Okay. Okay. With your evidence, you should be able to go to the cops. Maybe not the local cops, but a cop. I do have the castor bean from the pharmacy, but I'd still like to have proof where I got it from, and that she used it to poison me. It's possible the cops might think I'd snapped. It could turn out even worse for me. I don't think the doc would hesitate to have me committed if it meant she could keep her hold on me. Let's leave it at that. We do need to get him out though. We need to get out of here. Who knows what she'll do when she finds out what you know? Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kamika, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. You know what? Yeah, at least until you get on your feet. It's just a rundown studio apartment, but there's a roof over your head and a warm place to sleep when the heat works. And nobody's trying to poison me. Sounds like a pretty big upgrade. He smiles, his eyes distant as he imagined the possibility of such a life, undoubtedly for the first time. Thanks, Blues. You have no idea how much this offer means to me. But I guess we still got some time to pass before we get out of here. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's a lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. So in the last episode I did on this, I said that I resonate a lot with Reese, you know, because of my own illness and things like that. Oh, my back. But I'm glad to know that, you know, despite it all, my mom would not poison me. Nah, not even remotely. Like, that's where the resonating ends. My mom is like literally the best mom I could ever have. So I feel for Reese for his mom being a scumbag, but whew, it doesn't feel awful, to be honest. Just go with the flow. Yeah, let's watch a movie. I'm really into horror movies, as I'm sure you could tell, and it's been so long since I've had somebody over to watch with me. I've been wanting to share Shi no Chi, Deathblood, with someone for years. Yeah, let's watch, and you're awfully close to me. We'll know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time, with the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and of course the fact that the woman currently looking upstairs has been poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jumps cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings, then the wind-up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth that that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. Oh, you're a dork. My type of guy. I can't believe I'll be able to just do things from here on out. Like watch movies with another person. Aww. Or talk to people. Ever. Okay, now the resonating with Reese comes back. Aw, Reese, buddy. But I gotta admit, why are you getting poisoned? You seem like a good being. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has the energy to carry on a known conversation. Something is changing inside of him. Holds hand. Nah, I'm good. No. Yeah. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I know it could have gone with mystical, but I don't know. Reese smiles to himself. It's so hard to imagine how hard to believe after all. After all these years of being alone, that's going to be my reality. A man on screen yells portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. It is. I just feel bad that I could see how a lot of the girlies and the gabies would love Reese. I could totally see it. Like, this was the episode. Last episode was the episode of DILFs. This is the episode of the sickly white twink. Women and gabies eat this shit up. I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together, you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. It kind of reminds me of that horror series, VHS. If you guys haven't seen it, I actually watched all of them, and I love them so much. Well, not all of them. There's like one of them I dislike, but I watched all of them to the point that I watched Dead Meat, which introduced me to the VHS series. By the way, watch Dead Meat with James A. Janice and Chelsea and Zoran. With Zoran being my favorite. Controversial, I know, but Zoran has my sense of humor down pat. So like, I vibe with Zoran, but honestly, all of their humors appeal to me in different ways. Okay, sorry. And then you see it, and then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in the truest sense. Why is your ears getting spiky? But yeah, he's so excited. Like all the adrenaline, from his entire reality being a lie. But he's also over talking a movie. It's more than just something that's changing in Reese. It's everything. There's a knock on the window. Blues. Don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Oh, Wayne. No. Wayne, don't do it. Good luck, freak. That glass is shatterproof. His mom has shatterproof windows? That's crazy. Okay, something's wrong. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Okay, yeah, he hasn't really hurt us. Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. And it's true, he hasn't. He's been spooky and kind of warned me about stuff, but he hasn't hurt Me? Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't know how. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Blues. The window shatters. Reese is tearing at his clothes. And, ditchlings are coming out. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. Safe, but I feel strong and I think I can save us. Stay here, I'll be back. I just have to deal with the dog. Tabby? Hey, where are you? This is so blasé. Reese is gonna kill his mom. Also, he's a werewolf or vampire or something. A what? I always knew there was something that smelled off about that kid. Stay put. I'm on my way. Don't get eaten. Your cousin hangs up the phone. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Now that I understand the danger, Dr. Kelly needs to be warned. Yeah, let's go help her out. You know where? Yeah, like all the intrigue is washed. It's all over. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there's a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. And you know what? That's where we're gonna end our episode. No, I'm kidding. Let's see this through. I play both. I know that it seems like I'm playing both sides, but honestly, he's a fucking werewolf. Or a vampire. He's a werepire. There we go. He's a vampire. Oof, shit. Duck! Don't tell me what to do. No, duck, you idiot. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. Yeah, you turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls a tranquilizer dart out of between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to have to try harder to do that, you bitch. No, how did you? As you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Oh, so they had a fight before Wayne takes another step down the stairs. Paint flows out between the cracks in the wood. Reese panic, pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. What the fuck is going on? The artist starts away, but his creation continues to do their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs, stippling globs of paint. Okay, Kelly, let's go. You have explanations. You run forward, braving the onslaught of Reese's creations. Oh, those aren't ditchlings? Those are his actual creations? What the fuck is this vampire? Werepire. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You! Blues. I'm stuck in a safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. Okay. What, so you can keep poisoning him forever? Yeah, cause like, he shouldn't be poisoned. Christ, is this how this happened? You helped him snoop that out? Well, good job. Now you get to see why I would choose to give my own son lethal dose of poison every day. If I don't, he turns to a murderous machine. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Okay. At least I understand why, you know? I'm here. Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled Carpentinial. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. An intercom system on top. You should hear this. Blues, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not gonna hurt anyone else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in the basement, or maybe somewhere even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. Okay. I'm not going to let you kill someone, Reese. Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know the tranquilizers aren't going to kill me? Does she care? Trust me, Reese, I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Tell yourself whatever you have to, Mom. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of letting me just exist. Don't try to spin it like some kind of crime, a passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. What the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger off down the hallway for a monster fight. Bam, 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 bam. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Okay. I'm gonna grab the tranquilizers. Okay. This is a tough decision because I'm understanding both. Okay, she's heaving the paint monsters aside. Hurry, I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears managed to get to slip past her. And she crushes it. Nice. It sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets out. Yeah, we do have a few minutes, actually. Like, I hate the fact that she's kind of hot like this. Okay. You didn't walk me to the door after my exam earlier. You must have known I might have gone looking for something. Why didn't you make me leave? There's something about keeping a secret for so long that makes you paranoid. It makes you do things you know are objectively wrong, just to maintain the illusion of your life. It isolates you. At some point, you just don't want to be alone anymore, whether you realize it or not. So you get sloppy. You leave things around you shouldn't, because that destructive little part of you wants to test the limits of how obvious you can be before someone is able to put two and two together. I'm not blind. I can see that things are happening in Scarlethollow. Unusual things. I guess subconsciously I must have decided if there was ever a time to let someone else in, it would be now. Let's talk, Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead. I have nothing left to hide. It's kind of clear why she started poisoning him. So, when did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. So I wasn't, like, looking weird. Okay. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple of inches, some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off or maybe a hallucination, but the second time it wasn't subtle, and it didn't go away as easily. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. Okay. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps into Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I just kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. I have a lot of those. They're brutal. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet. They were just dreams. But then all of a sudden, my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosage, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. What is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him, or his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess I'll just have to remain a mystery. Like, I kind of understand all of this, so I can leave it at that. What's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here, and I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. And if he manages to find a way out to kill you? Oh, actually no. So you're just gonna lock him away again? Yeah, it's either that or he dies. God knows I don't want that to be the case, but you gotta work with what you've been given. And what I've been given is an ethical dilemma with no good outcomes. Just have to decide on which is the lesser evil. Any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say this shit out loud. This is obviously a safe room. Yep, he's coming. Get those tramps ready. We may have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare into the hallway. Yep. Ooh, he's gotten worse, actually. He's gotten so much worse, actually. Oh, no. Is this what you're afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizer shot. This is our shot. Oh, shit. I don't know. Okay. No, I'd rather them both be alive so I can get more answers out of her and try to do this amicably than to not give her the darts and then him rip her to shreds. Oh. Tabby! Hey, cuz! Tabitha, what are you doing here? Stop it. Let me sedate him. We could do this non-lethally. Are you insane? That thing was trying to kill you. Let's just help. You leap forward, placing your body between Tabitha and the whimpering Reese, his face already trying to stitch itself back together as he writhes on the floor. Luce, what the hell do you think you're doing? Wait, I'm sure we could talk this out. With that thing? I don't think so. Both of you, shut up and help me drag him into the safe room. Now. Like, say, it was very clear that it was a safe room. Okay. Tabitha swings the gun onto her back, huffily jumping in to help Dr. Kelly. Not long before his regenerating body is sealed away behind a door. Not exactly how I thought that would play out, but at least none of us are dead. If you have done any permanent damage to him, you're gonna be the one paying for his medical supplies, Miss Scarlet. You aren't seriously going to keep that thing alive, are you? It's clearly dangerous. What makes you think you can keep it locked up? It's my son, Miss Scarlet. Despite appearances, he's still human. You refer to him as such. And I've managed to keep him safely locked away and harmless for years. Sure, it'll be a little more difficult now that he knows about his condition, but the room is lined with lead. He's not going anywhere. He's human. Are you sure about that? Are we talking about the same guy? Trust me, I've done genetic tests. He's human somehow, and it's my job as his mother to protect him and protect people from him. It's not a burden I take lightly. You don't have to worry about him getting out anytime soon. Okay. Yeah. Dr. Kelly bought us some time. I'm sure we could figure out what to do about him later. There's no we. He is my son. He's my problem. I prefer if both of you forgot what you saw tonight and went on about your business. If I recall, from 2 minutes ago, you would have been chomped in half if I hadn't stepped in. I don't think you're capable of dealing with this rationally, Joanne. Are you going to hope somebody steps in next time, too? One of these days, your luck is going to run out. Get out of my house. I don't need some kid to stand here lecturing me all night. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. You and your cousin leave the clinic. Dr. Kelly slamming the shotgun blasted door behind you. The two of you make your way to the bottom of the hill, where Tabitha's car is parked among the sleepy houses of Scarlethollow's residential street. She places a gun in the trunk and turns to face you. You're alone right now. Every other time you've gotten into trouble, Stella's been with you. Where is she? She's been missing since last night. She what? Why didn't you tell me? I shouldn't have let her run off like that. What was I thinking? The two of you are interrupted by the jingling of dog tags. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her geriatric pug legs can carry her. Gretchen seems distressed. She whines and stares up at you from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth, darting away when you try to lean down to her. Gretchen, but where's Stella? Was that girl? Stella's stuck in a well. Don't joke right now. What the hell is wrong with you? She just needed space. Like, I know she's alive. God, I hope she's not leading us to a body. I doubt it. I think Gretchen would stay if she was alive. Gretchen nervously runs ahead of you, and Tabitha looking back to make sure you're still there as she leads you into the dark woods. Before long, the trees thin and you find yourself on a steep hill by a 2-lane road lined on one side of a sheer rock. There, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt is Stella. You watch her from the underbush. Great, she's alive. Let's go. You should go talk to her, Tabitha. She'd probably be glad to see you. I know you two like each other. Please, for the love of God, don't drag me into the middle of that. Yeah, I guess we kind of do. Oh, this is a good choice. But you know what? I do like her. It doesn't matter that Stella and I have a thing. We do need to reconcile. Nah. Yeah, you know what? We can both talk to her late together. I said, no, I'm going to make this easier on both of you and just go home. Before you can say another word, your cousin abruptly turned and left. Take a step forward, gravel crunching under your feet as you walk along the edge of the road. As you do, you turn to look back behind you. Tabitha's already gone. You sit on the log beside Stella. Luz, that ghost really did a number on you. I'm so sorry. Do I look that bad? I thought I looked kind of distinguished. You look extremely distinguished. I'm just sorry you had to get hurt. I really missed you today. I missed you too. I'm sorry I was gone. I just had to come here. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend in the road. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat, and it just rained, and the sun was finally coming out. So, like I said, I know I should have been the concerned, person when it came to trying to find Stella. But honestly, after the last episode, I really felt that she just needed her space. Ooh, shit. Oh, poor Stells. Ooh, I'm not gonna like this, am I? Oh! Oh no! Holy shit! Sorry. I know that's probably a bummer to talk about. It was, and that's why I was trying to distract you somewhat. Estelle? It was awful. It really messed me up for a while. I think I'm still messed up. There's a whole years of my life that after the accident that feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's like I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while. Thank God. So one thing I wanted to point out, she has not changed out of her ghost hunting uniform. Because it's still there. Like, it's still right there. She's really been fucked up. I've never talked about this stuff before with anyone. You reach out to take her hand. It's warm against the cool night air. The skin of her knuckles is soft. She finally tears her gaze from the road, her sad eyes meeting yours. With a hint of a smile creeps up at the corner of her mouth, her dimples beginning to crease. Her hand shifts, her calloused palm fitting into yours, her grip tightening. It's strong and comforting. You can tell she feels held. And so do you. The two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened. And I ran out here to see maybe it would happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again or seeing them all messed up and dead. Just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. We could always wait a little longer. Well-muscled shoulder. Okay, hold on. I gotta pause. Hold on. So I always, so like I said, while I'm playing the game, I always take a screenshot so I can do my thumbnail. And I'm gonna leave it just for a second so you guys can just bask in this. Bask in this gentle, loving air. And we're done. Gretchen pants lazily in Stella's lap. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyway. I guess I came out here hoping I might get a chance to say goodbye or something like that, since I didn't get a chance when they were alive. Truthfully, like I said, I know I could do a lot of other like romantic stuff, but I think just because they weren't there doesn't mean they don't love you, wherever they are. That's a nice thought. I thought a lot about what might comes after, whether they're somewhere else or if they just stop existing. I guess we've seen at least some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that means there's a good version too, where they're still on that long car ride, listening to Dad's tapes with a place in the back seat for me when I eventually catch up to them. That is such a sad but pretty thought to have. Like my whole thing for this is just to let her kind of like talk, you know? And then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. They died with your future on their minds. It's time for you to start living it. Me and Stella sit in thoughtful silence for a long moment, as if both of you still expect something to happen. You're right. There's new conviction in her voice. What am I doing sitting out here waiting to see some awful memory of them? They wouldn't want me to do that. I don't think I realized how much I let this weigh me down. They were excited to bring me someplace new, but I've spent the last however many years just standing in a place like I was waiting for them to come back home. They'd be crushed if they knew that's how I was going to spend the rest of my life, so I'm not going to let that happen. Thank you, Blues. I feel lighter. She straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tags jingling in the quiet night air. We should probably head back, right? I've slept in a day. I think she should. She does deserve to know. Wait, before we go, I should tell you about what happened today. Oh? And I relate everything. Oh my god. I'm glad Tabitha was able to step in, but that poor guy and poor Dr. Kelly, this just sucks for everyone. Hopefully he and his mom can work things out. We should try and visit him tomorrow. When Chapter 5 comes out, I would love to. Black Tabby Cat Games. Episode 5, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna go back, back to my soapbox. I think processing just the one traumatic is enough for the day. This new one's going right into the void. At least we get to the end of the week. Let's get out of here. I don't suppose I could ask you to walk me home. I'd love nothing more. And I offer her my arm. And this is me. You want to come in? Yes. You fucking bet. I was hoping you'd ask. I'd love to. Yeah, give me that sapphic love, baby. Stella ushers you inside. A barely contained grin threatening to spill into an excited smile. Let me just go take a quick shower. I've been sitting outside for a day. I need some soap. It'll just take a minute, then we can get cozy. Oh man, I would kill for a shower. Stella laughs. Yeah, I'm sure you've built up quite a lot of grime today. It's all yours when I'm done. She hurries off, leaving you and Gretchen in the living room. Gretchen immediately curls up in her bed, clearly exhausted after a long day of worrying over Stella. Uh-oh. I know who that summoner is. No sense in delaying it. Blues, not going home for the night? I think not. I have a sweet little lady to romance. He cocks his head, the stained veil over his face fluttering in a slight breeze outside. The outside of his clothes are streaked with what you first think might be gore, but you quickly realize it's actually paint. There are claw marks down his shirt, but he's still in one piece after his altercation with Reese. Dude, get out of here. I'm in the middle of something. I'm aware, and I won't stop you. You can have your fun tonight. I just wanted to suggest how you spend your time tomorrow. You should take advantage of Tabitha's absence at the estate. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her around to stop you. Do a little exploring. You might be surprised at what you find. He slowly steps back, shining eyes fixed on you as he disappears into the dark night beyond Stella's door. Gretchen's growls escalate into barks. Calm down, Gretchen. Ooh, were you talking to somebody, Blues? Honest. We can stop by. Still following you? Are you sure we're safe? I think he's on our side. Think so. I guess that's good. Still don't love the thought of him stopping by unannounced at odd hours of the night, though. Will you let us know if he tries anything, right, Gretchen? Arf, 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 arf. That's right, Gretchen. You're the most vicious little geriatric pug there is. You know, the thought of your creepy stalker, whether he's on our side or not, makes me feel a lot better about having you around tonight. It'd be nice to have somebody next to me if I get scared in the middle of the night. Speaking of, I'm exhausted. Let's turn in. Oh, right. You said you wanted a shower. Sorry, head's a little fuzzy from staying up for the past day. There's fresh towels in the bathroom, and I've got some extra bathrobes I can put your clothes through the wash. I can put your clothes through the wash so they'll be extra clean and fresh in the morning. Stella's outside my door. Draw off and step into one of her extra robes. So, you coming in? Damn right I'm coming in. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been waiting for this for 4 episodes. Hey, I don't care about the mess. But it smells like her. Sweet, human, beautiful. Aww. So I didn't clean up beforehand. You can think of it as getting the authentic Stella experience. She slips past you and lies on the bed, dressed in an oversized t-shirt you're quick to follow. She's warm and slightly damp from the shower, her skin all fresh and flowery. She turns to look at you smiling, dimples creasing at the edge of her mouth. I do love dimples. I'm not really a kisser. Fuck you. No, I'm kissing. Are you kidding me? No, we're kissing. Like, yeah, get all that detail in. Yeah, get it all in there, baby. I earned the two of us losing ourselves in each other. And we'll get some cuddling. Tomorrow may bring some new horror, or might not. But whatever happens, you'll face it together. I'm hoping so. Alright, and that was episode 4. Black Tabby Cat Games, get on it. Episode 5, put it in the bag. Put it in! I'll move their own thing. Put it in the bag. Put it in! Put it in the bag now! But that's Blues Gaming. Put the episode in the bag. I won't be asking nice. Until the next video, I'll see you all next time. And hey, hecky grace. Oh wait, I'll just all right, the show's over, folks. Beat it. Until the next episode. Bye.